everybody. We're back. What's crapping? We're here again with Kicking It with Kpop, and I'm here with Matt and Steph. Yes, returning guests.
What's
you guys
up?
are awesome.
What's going on?
It's very exciting having you guys back here. I remember the last time that you were on, we had a lot of fun. I love that. I love that we were like going really deep into some music.
Absolutely.
That's always good times. You got Hop and Chat already, which is very fun to see.
It.
We're gonna go say hi to them real quick, and then we'll come back. We'll do, intros, shenanigans, all that stuff. That's what we do here. All the way from 5 p.m. I don't know if this is today or a few days ago. We have GT Key Comics, always #1 in the chats. This is the homie right here. He's the best. We got Wonger in the house. What's up, Wonger? I love seeing you pop in here. We also have you guys. Boom! Look at that. Yes, very much looking forward to it. I dropped your links already. It is pinned up at the top. You do also have a pre-launch link, which I'll be dropping also along the way too. So get you some of that. And we got Shelby in the house. What is up, Shelby? How you doing? Who else is in here? We got Michael. What's going on, Michael? Oh, Phil has hopped, which is perfect because Steph has a skeleton down there with some bunny ears.
Well, bunny ears. Perfect. She's celebrating.
She's already celebrating. Nice. What's up, Derek? Perfect. Oh, okay. This is exciting. We've got we're going to be doing a con meetup at Motor City. So if anybody, let me know, is coming to Motor City, hit me up in a DM because we might have to make a group chat because we have some exciting people coming up that we're going to be running around with. So Phil, I'm excited. Let's go. That's exciting. I love when people get together and we finally get to meet at cons. That is the best of times. I know. So hi to Matt and Steph. Hello. Hi.
What's up?
Yes, we are all up here looking fabulous. Yes. I know. We're gonna make it weird because that's what we do here. So I'm gonna grab one of you. I don't know which one. We're just gonna grab one of you. Boom! There's Steph. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Listen. We're gonna do intros. I know. So for the people that might not know who you are, please let them know who are you. Let's get weird. Yes, get weird. Here.
I am Steph Cannon. I am one half of Insymmetry Creations. The other one is right over there, and he'll introduce himself. We are a content creation duo. We do graphic novels and comics. We've got several titles. We're here to talk about our all ages title that we have on Kickstarter right now, Misfitz Clubhouse. But we also have titles that are more in the steampunk, medieval fantasy, Far East fantasy range. So if all ages isn't for you, stick around because we have other titles that you might enjoy. I also do movie reviews. I'm a film critic, and I do articles as often as I can for Fangoria, Creepy Kingdom, Horror Buzz. So we're busy.
Yay! All that fun stuff. It's exciting. Yes. If you cannot see, I'm huge horror buff. Is there one movie in the last couple of years that have came out that you've been very pleasantly surprised about?
In the last few years.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I think it's probably been longer than the last few years, but
okay.
You know what has absolutely been on my radar is Late Night with the Devil. And what's exciting about that is Matt and I are going to do a show in Tampa, Florida in like 2 weeks called Spookala, and David Dismalchin, who is the lead role in that movie, is going to be there. So I'm very excited to fangirl out a little bit and meet him because I feel like that's an incredibly original, unique take on horror, and kind of it's a little found footage. And my daughter and I actually watched Companion the other night, which stars Jack Quaid, who we also have met from Scream and The Boys. And I actually really enjoyed it. It has like that perfect blend of like dark comedy, horror, so it was great.
Oh, that's exciting. That's actually really good to know because Late Night with the Devil was actually on my October watch list, but I ended up getting really sick during October, so I couldn't finish it. So I'm going to be going and binging the rest of those movies. So I'm very excited to watch that one. So I'm glad that you said that.
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a fun movie. When I say fun, it's not fun at all. Yeah. But it's dark as heck, but it definitely is original in the way that it's presented.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Perfect. Oh, we got more people popping in chat. We got Tate. And, well, what's up? How you guys doing? Yeah, dude, I need to reach out to you. And apparently we are background noise as Shelby is animating stuff. That's fine. Listen, I welcome all the lurkers and the people that are just popping here and put us on for background noise. That's fine to me. Okay. This is a very hot take. This is one of Shelby's favorite movies. He actually has a question for Steph. Have you ever watched The Greasy Strangler?
No, but I'm just on the title alone. I'm absolutely intrigued and want to watch it. Just from the name itself.
You kind of got to. Yeah.
Most
No,
of the movies that I review are indie films, so I'm up for anything.
Oh, you got to watch it then. He has shown clips from this, and I am very much intrigued and need to watch this. It just looks like one of those just really old, but also like cheeseball fest, and I am a huge fan of that. That's my era of horror right there. Yeah. That's what I love. But yeah, okay, yes. So, listen, we'll have to watch it. Okay, we've got Sheldon asking the question. What about The Substance? I have not seen this either.
That is definitely on my need to watch list, especially since it was nominated for a bunch of Oscars. It's got Demi Moore in it. Can't go wrong. It feels and looks very Black Mirror-esque, but so it's on my list of
we have another question for Steph.
do not assume the gender of Ethel.
What did you do to the poor skeleton behind you? Yes,
I know. That's Ethel, and she's a resident old lady, and she parties harder than I do, and I'm pretty hard, so that's not very difficult to do. She loves holidays, and she just kind of sticks around. Anytime somebody comes over, they're like, "Oh, you're decorating for Halloween?" I'm like, "Yeah, Halloween, sure." No, that's Ethel. Yeah.
I might have a boyfriend for Ethel.
Ethel needs a boyfriend. Honestly, he's
ready, but it's been a while. And and don't worry. He has body parts, but they're kind of all thrown around my house. But listen, he's already hitting on her with the skeleton hand hearts.
She's fun and easygoing. She just kind of just chills, and she likes to celebrate. So she's looking for a suitor.
Oh, perfect. They have one right there. That's right. And okay, all right. Tate has watched one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. Got Linnea Quigley in this movie. You cannot beat Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bolorama. Top tier cheese ball fest right there. It is
one of the absolute top of the list. It is absolutely outrageous and ridiculous, and
the imp is the best. And no, that's so exciting. There is a part 2, and I have put off watching it because of how much I adore part 1, and I gotta break it down and go watch it. But I know it still has Linnea Quigley in it, though. She is a goddess, let me tell you.
Bumble for Bones is about the best name. Somebody needs to trademark that for a dating website because
that's fantastic.
That seems like a pretty obvious, Bumble for Bones. I mean, I think we clearly know what that's going to be about. No skeleton.
I don't know why no one's picked her up yet.
She's a catch, let me tell you.
Really
She is. Listen, she looks like, she's a lot of fun. She looks like she's really already recovering from a night out partying right now, which is fantastic.
She is. It was St. Patrick's Day. She was decked out for St. Patrick's Day. She's got to get back into so she's
got to get ready for her epic Easter partying. It's going to be epic. All right, Matt, you're up next. Boom.
What's up, Matt? So, as Steph alluded to, I am the other half of Insymmetry Creations. Like she said, we do a lot of graphic novels and comics, and I'm also a metal musician. The vast majority of the titles we do have got some form of metal music that also plays into it. Even Misfitz Clubhouse, in the campaign video, the theme song, which is a little more, punk based. The theme song in there is actually something that was done right here in the studio as well. The one thing I will say about Misfitz Clubhouse is don't let the fact that it's all ages fool you. Think about when you're flipping through the channels and the Goonies comes on, you're going to stop and watch it. Think about when Toy Story comes on, you're going to stop, you're going to watch it. That doesn't mean that it's not something you're going to like. We say it's like Calvin and Hobbes and the Goonies and Saturday morning cartoons all mashed up into one. And if you've not seen the campaign video, that in and of itself is going to show you that this is not something for the children's. It is something that anybody can enjoy because we all are human persons that like to laugh and have humor and enjoy fun and stuff like that. And that is Misfitz Clubhouse.
Yes. I believe when I first saw that trailer, I said, this is so stupid. It's so good.
Yes.
And I said that.
You said it's so stupid. It's so good. I was like, that is such an unbelievable quote.
Yes. I very much get like just wackadoodle 80s, 90s kind of animation from this, and I love it. And it's just like, listen, you mentioned Bruce in there, and I've got my Bruce McTwoferson socks on, and I can't wait to see him in action again.
I think that the people in the chat want to see you show off your Bruce McTwoferson
socks. They will. Here. Let me go like this real quick. Let me just go.
Yeah,
oh, there's a foot.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Foot wiggled. Yeah, he's upside down, but there's Bruce.
Yeah.
Put you back.
That's one of the things we do in our campaigns. We always like to have fun stuff in there. We've actually got the 8th different pair of socks that we have come up with in this campaign. And Kpop said she's never even seen them, so she's going to really get to enjoy to see the fun socks that are going to be in this campaign. So, we hope that you guys like them as well. And, if you like the fashion sense that Kpop has, why don't you go and become a honorary member of the Clubhouse crew and get yourself your own socks?
Exactly. Look at.
I'm wearing some.
Oh, nice. Let's see, Michael. Yeah, comics plus music. Also, do you still have the Spotify going for your playlist that you had from Heirs going on?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look up Heirs of Isildur or Tales from Nocturnia, but Heirs of Isildur, you go up there, and there should be 2 albums and then 1 other single that are on Spotify and on Bandcamp, YouTube. YouTube, we got 7 different music videos up there as well.
Yeah. There you go. I just dropped the Bandcamp link, and I will go back after this if I can't figure out where I put the link for it, but I will drop your YouTube as well, so you can go check out all the videos on there. But no, it's awesome times. I know you have a really good taste in music, because we spent like 2 hours, I think, after the last show just talking about dumb music last time, which was fantastic. I know. And Sheldon, wait, what? We get socks? Listen,
absolutely.
You get socks.
Yeah. Let me tell you, the socks that you're wearing right now, that was like the pivotal point for us, because we had done a few pairs of socks and we were like, you know what, we need to do another campaign. Do we want to do another pair of socks? And we kind of batted around. We're like, you know what, this kind of feels like, we're kind of going back to the same well. Should we do it? Shouldn't we do it? But the Bruce McTwoferson socks, we had the art that was just perfect for it. We're like, you know what, screw it. We're going to do these things. They're actually our most popular socks so far. And as soon as we did that, we're like, okay, got to have new socks with every campaign. It's just a part of the way things have to be for us. People want the socks. They love the socks. So now literally every campaign, we already know what our next 2 or 3 pairs of socks are going to be after that one too. So
perfect. And they're like calf length on these ones. I don't know if you guys have knee socks or thigh-high socks, but let me tell you, I could use those in my lifetime. Let me tell you. Yes, there will be bean socks. Listen here, Shelby. Let's go. Yeah, socks rock. Yeah, rock the socks. Listen, I rock these socks a lot. They're very comfortable, but I like the imagery on them too. Yeah, and they don't slide down. Listen, they stay up there. They're nice.
One of the things that we always, one of the things we always do is when we're at shows, we always try to make sure we're always wearing a pair of our socks, so that we can tell people, look, if we can be on our feet for 6 to 8 hours a day at a show, we've not had one person say they've ever popped a hole in the socks that we got. If we can do that in a con, and we not had any holes pop in them, you can know that they're actually quality socks. They're not, tissue paper, novelty things. They're actually real socks that you can actually go out there and live life in.
They're fabulous too. So I like wearing them in my boots.
Yeah,
they fit perfectly with that.
Yeah, and if you're somebody that's like, you know what, I want to see all these socks you have, we do have tiers in this campaign for all the different Misfit socks. You can also go and get the ones for Heirs of Isildur, Tales from Nocturnia, I Am Qido. All those different socks you can get in this campaign in some way, shape, or form through the add-ons.
Perfect. And then we're going to go to your campaign page right now, so we can go look at this sexiness. Okay, there's that one. Okay, so you guys don't know, we're here for Misfitz Clubhouse, which is the one that you have currently active right now. But let me make us super tiny so we can go. Oh, dang it! There we go. There we are. Super tiny, so we can check this out more. What is up, Edwin? How are you doing? If you look at this campaign right now, oh wait, whoops, where am I at? Wrong tab. There we go. Boom. Right now, you're so super close to hitting your funding goal. You're almost at 50 backers. What? Woo. Let's go. Quite fabulous. And you have 18 days left to go. So if you want to back it, you got to do it by Thursday, April 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern time. You do have a very bitchin' trailer, which I will play, but I got to unplug for all that because my computer hates me. So I'll do that in just a hot second. But very cool. And yes, everybody's saying hi to each other. I love it. I love everybody saying hi to each other. Because you also have a pre-launch link, which I'm going to drop right now. just to put that in there for Tatsumi, which is your pre-launch.
Yeah, we have a campaign that's going to be coming out at the end of May. This is a brand new title for us. It's actually spinning off from our I Am Qido Far East fantasy horror title, Tatsumi, the Serpent Mistress, #1. Think, Pirates of the Caribbean mixed with the live action One Piece and your favorite martial arts heroine. That is going to be Tatsumi. We are so stoked. And without spoiling anything, just this past week, we actually signed a band to do a cameo in issue 2 of this series. So we have to get through issue 1 first, but we have actually got a band that's going to do a cameo appearance in the second issue that we are so freaking stoked on. Just got the scene written. It's going to be badass, and we can't wait to be able to get to that point. So we're serious about Tatsumi, and it's going to be fun.
Very exciting about that. I love that. I really love, especially in the last couple of years, about how many bands are making comics or getting into comics. I think that is so exciting to see. And I love it when people do like you said, like a cameo or something with a band in it. I just think it's so cool to cross those kinds of arts together. And I love it. Wait, what? Your favorite martial arts heroine is Cynthia Rothrock. Let's go. Who doesn't love Cynthia? I love Cynthia. She's fantastic. She's one of the OGs. She still looks fabulous, by the way. If you guys don't know. But yes, I'm going to unplug, and we know how this works here. I may or may not be muted or booted from my own stream. So I'm going to unplug so we can play this. So let me know if you can hear me. I know, listen, we are super pro, super get any better than this. I know, we're slowly getting there, slowly figuring stuff out. Yeah. All right. I hit that button. Hit that button. Whoa, that's going to be very loud. Let me go like that. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Let's see how this goes. I think this is a very cool trailer before I even play it. It's just like chaos, cartoony, and I adore it. It's great. Good times. Let's watch it.
It's time for Misfitz Clubhouse. All the shenanigans so far. Come join me, Ferry, Slothie, and Stig for all of their ridiculous adventures. It's Knowles. Nearly 100 pages in one awesome book. Along the way, you'll meet characters like Miss Rippercut, Leon, Captain Blue, Kaboom, and listening to us. A clock investigative and even crazier ones like Slothie, and so many more. So you're a human person that likes pure fun and laughter. Then you need Misfitz Clubhouse. All the shenanigans so far in your life.
That's so good. The honky at the end. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, you got a backer. Look at that. No, look at you're at 50 now. What?
Hey.
That's right. Only $228 now from minimum funding, which is huge. One of the big things for us, normally on our campaigns, when you're talking Heirs of Isildur, Tales from Nocturnia, Qido, normally we're asking minimum of say like $3,500. On this campaign, we know that titles like this always struggle to fund and struggle to get traction on Kickstarter. So we wanted to make sure that we made it a reasonable initial ask, but don't let that fool you. We've got a lot of other things that are going to become a part of the campaign. We've got backer count stretch goals. We've got items that are going to be able to be added on to the tiers that you already have. And we've also got a bunch of unlocked items too that we have not said anything about yet. So as we get to those levels, we're going to show you guys some really cool stuff that's going to be in here. You think that the stuff that's in here right now is cool? There's going to be stuff that's even cooler soon.
Whoa.
Got to get to those levels first.
I don't know if you can handle all that coolness. It's gonna so much. Callie says, you like the tier selection. It's pretty thorough. Yes. And 96 pages for less than $20. Yes, because you have like 10 stories in here. Is that what's going on with this?
Correct. So Misfitz Clubhouse. Think about when you'd watch Looney Tunes and you get little 5-10 minute cartoons that aren't really interconnected, other than little stories with the main characters. That's how we approach Misfitz Clubhouse. Whatever the story is we want to write, no matter how silly it is, just look at the video, and the way that the mindset is in that video is how we approach the stories. And if it ends up being a 4-page story, it's 4 pages. It ends up being 16 pages. It is what it is. That's how we approach the stories. You've got stories like Pinball Madness, where the kids get trapped in a pinball machine and have to play their way out. You've got stories like Glitch in the Matrix, which is where characters like Slothzilla and Darth Bluebeard come from. You've got Morty McFeathers is Missing, where the clubhouse mascot has gone missing, and we find out this wild adventure that the clubhouse mascot's been on. There's all kinds of fun, ridiculous, nonsensical stories like that, and we just have fun with it. Everybody needs some laughter in their life, and that's where Misfitz Clubhouse fits in for us.
Oh, fantastic. And apparently Michael has signed up for Tatsumi. Yes, Tatsumi looks fantastic. So yeah, check that out as well. What's up, Brian? How are you doing? But yeah, $20 for a book is pretty good. But no, I love just the utter chaos. But I also like that you're getting a sneak peek at the Slothzilla socks.
Yep, right there. So what that is you've got the 3 different covers that we're showing here. You've got our main cover, which is Daredevils. You have the one that you put in the ad, which is Emily Reset's Mario Kart homage. And then you've got the cover that is Slothie and Ferry, which is the Don't Mess With Our Crew. So we have the Don't Mess With Our Crew socks.
Don't mess with our crew socks. Oh my God, that's the best. This is fantastic. I really like the art style. It's very much like I'm here for cartoony kind of violence. That's kind of where my aesthetic kind of lies, and I love all this stuff. Yes, Slothzilla. Yes, right here. Can you see this? Let me get back in on this image right here. Right here. Boom. Check this out.
Slothzilla. We love doing fun stuff with Slothie. Slothie is our resident slow-moving. How would you say it, Steph? He's our slow-moving guy, but he's also like the intellectual backbone of the group. And in this book, especially with the new stories that are added in that have never been published anywhere, which is Glitch in the Matrix and Talent Show Off, you get to see Slothie in some different lights than you've ever seen him before, including Slothzilla. I mean,
Not to quote Transformers, but there's more to him than meets the eye.
Oh,
he might surprise
you.
Hey. And I love that you have the little character buyers down here of the characters that are in here. They're just so much fun. They're adorable. They're fun. Let me go over here. It's perfect. I think you meet this perfectly. It's Saturday morning cartoon inspired series, lighthearted shenanigans. You can't beat that. That's the best. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. We all want those lighthearted shenanigans. So 100%. Let me tell you.
That's right. I mean, like I said earlier, there's nobody that's going to have Goonies come on TV and be like, I'm too old for this. You're going to stop. You're going to watch it for a little bit. You're going to see Toy Story. You're going to stop. You're going to watch a little bit. That's the way we approach this. We want this to be something where you're going to be like, yeah, I like this. So what? You got a problem with it? Don't mess with my crew.
That's right. Because Goonies never died. That's right. And also, I'm very much, I see the cast. They have not announced the movies yet, Dave. They have not announced the movies yet, but I'm very hoping that one of the days is the Goonies for Motor City, because I would get tickets to that in a heartbeat if that's the case. I'm so very excited for this con. But no, this is so exciting. I really, really love this. I love your characters. They're just so like whimsical. Like I don't even know how else to describe them. They're just so much fun. Like Captain Bluebeard.
Captain Bluebeard is just one of those ridiculous guys. His first appearance is in the story Beach Bash Bonanza, where Captain Bluebeard is watching the kids gallivant on the side of the ocean, and he sees them, and he doesn't like what they're about, so he needs to go and have his little invasion. And one of the things about our side characters is that every one of the side characters is at least, I think we figured out yesterday, Steph, right? Every one of the side characters is at least in 2 stories. So even though they're recurring characters, the Aspare guys, they may have the one story where they're a main character, but they're going to pop up elsewhere. Captain Bluebeard, Darth Bluebeard, the Bully Boys, Fritz Rhubarb, Melvin X Melvin, and Johnny Buttons definitely come up in multiple places. You know, we have fun with everything, and we want to make sure these guys, especially somebody like Bruce McTutherson, Aquatic Investigator, has his chance to shine.
Yes. I love these little characters. I don't know what it is about them. They're just like whimsical and fun. And like, you just see this. You're just like, this is adorable. And you want to read more about them. I'm here for all of the shenanigans. Here's a little bit of snippet of the actual stories in here. A couple of them. Like you said, Beach Bash Bonanza. These look fun. And I like that they're all kind of a little bit different. You know what they also kind of gives me of? One of my all-time favorite games. which is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I kind of getting some vibes from a little bit of this. I love this.
I've never heard of that, but I'm going to have to go look it up.
You've never? Oh, Super Nintendo. They actually did a remake of it on the Switch not too long ago, but go check it out. It's one of the best games of all time. It's fabulous. Awesome. John coming here going, oh, hell no. What's up, Sloths? That's right. If you guys want Sloths, that's where it's at.
Absolutely. We got Sloth stuff coming out the woodwork in this campaign. And once we get to our minimum funding level, there might be more Sloth stuff to come. But yeah, so this is all 10 stories are listed right here. You have I Don't Want Any Asparagus, which was our pilot episode that we wrote. So that was the very first story that we wrote. That's what actually got us signed on to the publisher that we previously were with. And since we wrote that, the kids have we've kind of aged them just a little bit. We had them a little bit younger in that story than where we kind of have settled on. And I think we feel like we're a little bit more comfortable writing them, in that kind of tweens, Goonies kind of age. You've got Pinball Madness, Dress Up, Mess Up, which is a Halloween-themed story. Beach Bash Bonanza, which we just talked about with Captain Bluebeard. Morty McFeathers is Missing, which Steph had a lot of fun. That was one where I think that her and Richard Rivera from Stabbity Bunny had a lot of input in kind of building that thing up. That was a really fun one to put together. And then the next 5 stories we have are, I think on the next panel, we've got Old Man Willow. Old Man Willow, which is probably the most serious story in the Misfitz Clubhouse world. We're releasing some of these as vertical scroll versions on Webtoon, and one of the episodes on Webtoon, we're like, man, this is super freaking dark. We're like, this is so not like Misfits normally is, but it's there for a point and actually serves a purpose being as dark as it is. But that's the intro to the Bully Boys.
I wouldn't say it's dark. I think we need to choose a different word other than dark. It's definitely not dark. It's just more serious.
Well, there's just the one webisode is dark. The one webisode, not the whole story, but there's the one webisode with the history of Old Man Willow gets a little bit dark there in my mind. But more serious, I can roll with that too.
Hell yes. And I like how Kelly is like, you darn kids, get off my sand. Yes, that's right. Once you go Sloth, you can't go back. Apparently not.
We might have to use that phrase.
You might have to, but yeah, I love the fonts on here too. They're very fun.
Okay.
So you got Bruce McTutherson. So that one, think about how on the Cosby Show, or on Fat Albert, the Cosby crew would go back to their clubhouse to watch the Brown Hornet. So Bruce McTutherson, Aquatic Investigator, is the kids' favorite episodic adventure. So the kids actually go back to watch Bruce McTutherson's new episode, A Robbery at Fishbacks. And then Barrel Peril is a fun little story. That was actually a Draw Me In story that we had for a previous episode. Talent Show Off is brand new. That one is the one where our Don't Mess With Our Crew kind of comes from. And then Glitch in the Matrix is where Slothzilla and Darth Bluebeard and some other stuff comes from. And one thing that we don't have listed on here, we had somebody that asked us, they were like, do you guys have a Draw Me In tier in this campaign? Well, all these stories are done, so we couldn't really do a Draw Me In. But then Steph and myself and our artist Raheel, we all kind of put our heads together and we're like, can we come up with a 1-page story that would allow for us to include Draw Me Ins? And we came up with something that was super freaking fun. And so now we're going to have, if you want to get drawn in, we do have a way for you to get a quick Draw Me In cameo into this story.
Very cool. Sheldon came in a little bit late and he says, so it's a story within the story?
Yes. Bruce McTutherson, Aquatic Investigator, is definitely a story within a story. So the kids go up and it's not like, in the Fat Albert days where they got to go turn on their black and white TV. Actually, the kids go up and pop up their laptop and, the new webisode is dropped for Bruce McTutherson.
Very cool. I'm digging this. I love all this kind of just all the stickers. I love all this stuff here. And here's a couple of different covers here. Like you have your regular cover here, which is the Daredevil ones, which you see a lot of the different characters on here. Our boy Bruce up here. Let's go, Bruce. I do adore me some Bruce. They're just so fun. You started getting like 96 pages of just kind of shenanigans all over the place, but it's so much fun. I love seeing this. Go down here. Then here's a Mario Kart homage as well, which is quite cool.
We had a lot of fun with this one. So Emily Reset has done a couple different covers for us. She did one called Backyard Bandits for Misfitz Clubhouse, a previous release. And then she also did a Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass homage for us for Heirs of Isildur, The Perilous Prospects 4. And then, so this one, you can see our characters mashed up with Mario characters. Like you've got Super Stigio, you've got Captain Bluebeard, and Dry Bones mashed up into Drybeard, and a bunch of other fun characters on there. And so because Emily's done a bunch of different characters or done covers for us, if you're like, dude, Emily is awesome, I want everything Emily did, we actually have the Emily Risa tier in the campaign. So you can get the 3 covers she did, or the Emily Risa tier Ultra, because one of them was actually available in metal. So you can actually get the metal cover version of her Heirs of Isildur cover as well.
And I love like just the chaos of this Rainbow Road here that's happening. But this little dude just being thrown. And, come on, Bruce with the little
Bruce is Gordo. So the one that's getting thrown, so Ferry, who's one of our main misfits, always wears a red hoodie. So we thought if he's always wearing a red hoodie, turning him into Ferry the Red Shell just seemed completely obvious.
Okay, this is hilarious to me too. Shelby is coming in here and go, homage, you say? Any interest in a greasy variant? You mean the greasy strangler variant?
We're gonna have to watch it. You never know. You never know.
This is possible. Yeah, Shelby is comic artist as well. But yeah, no, this is hilarious. But I love the sloth as Toad. Just a little ad up there. That's fantastic. It's good times. And this is cool too. More sloth action here. I just like how serious they are. The bucket hats, good times.
That's our Don't Mess With Our Crew. Like I said, that's the one that the socks are based on. So you have our Don't Mess With Our Crew socks.
That's awesome. I love this. Oh, you have a blank too? Hold on. You have a sketch cover?
Yep. We decided that we needed to do a sketch cover because even though we've had coloring covers before, we've never had an actual sketch cover for Misfitz Clubhouse. So we've had them for Heirs of Isildur. We've had white and black. For Heirs of Isildur, we had a sketch cover for Tales from Nocturnia, and we wanted to make sure we had just a legitimate sketch cover. And even though it's a 96-page trade, we're like, you know what? People are going to like it, and people are going to want it. And you know what? They might just want to go and color their own logo version, or draw their own terrible versions of our kids. Why not? Just go ahead and do it.
So I like turning people into hot dog characters. That's what I like to do. Good covers. Yes, thank you, Michael. Yeah. Listen, you can't go wrong with that. It's cartoony and it's dumb, like a sloth to a flame. Hey. There you go. It's another banger that you can be using. And here's just some sample of the interior pages, which is fabulous because it's just very much like just cartoony and adorable, and I just kind of love it. Love seeing all this. It's a good time. I just love it. He's just like look at the beard and just chilling. No, it's good times. It's a very fun, just, can you explain it? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me zoom in on my Bruce. Did you be loving the Bruce?
Don't you love it, Steph? Her Bruce? Steph's like, come on now. What are you talking about? Your Bruce. That's my Bruce.
Bruce.
No, it's everybody's Bruce. Bruce is everyone's evil shark. So it's okay. But that's our artist is Raheel Mohsen at a Hollowell Studios in India. And this is his style. It's very Fairly Odd Parents, kind of cartoony style that he does perfectly. And it's been a great match. And it's really fun because a lot of times we will, send him kind of our thoughts on what a page would look like. And he finds ways to put either little Easter eggs or just find a way to make it better. And he knows the characters well enough now. He's been working on the series for, long enough now that he really has a good hold on what these characters about and what they would be doing and how they look. And so it's just perfect.
Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, what's up, Ken, as well? And yeah, the colors are dope. That's one thing that really pops about this book is the colors are just absolutely just super popping. It's fantastic. I love the background too. It's just like this purpley underwater looking thing. But these characters, like just the side characters of
in Bruce Tooth, there's in some of the side characters in there. You've got Sergeant Waldron, who is, as you see, a walrus right there. Bruce's partner is Detective Salamoni.
Salamoni. Oh, that's awesome. No, it's just so much fun. You said this is also all ages as well.
Oh yeah. We make sure
Yeah.
we like to say that everything we do is coffee table safe. Now, granted, some stuff is more coffee table safe than others because with this, it's like really coffee table safe. You could not only could you lay this on your coffee table, you could take this into a classroom, which we actually have a classroom that ordered some of these to put them in there so they can have them in their library and have fun with it. Everything else we do, we say coffee table safe. For instance, Steph and I were just watching a show last night, and two characters were ready to get it on, and they were ready to absolutely go crazy in Pound Town. And as soon as they were getting ready to do it, they faded out and went to the next scene. So you're like, anybody with half a brain knows exactly what was going down, but the show didn't need that for you to be able to know what was going on so they could go on to the rest of the show. That's how we approach the stuff we do. We're like, we have a story to tell that even if we're going to insinuate certain things, we don't need that aspect. Now in Misfitz Clubhouse, it is designed where it is very coffee table safe. The other stuff, Heirs of Isildur, Tales from Nocturnia, Tatsumi the Serpent Mistress, it's coffee table safe in the fact that there's no overt gratuity just for the sake of gratuity. If a scene gets intense, it's there because it really needs to be there. But Misfitz Clubhouse is something you could go and you could put this under the tree for your 11-year-old nephew, Jeremy, or you could put it under the tree for your 76-year-old grandma, and both of them are going to enjoy it just the same.
Oh, very cool. I know. I like that. And I see you have some of your packages down here because we will be going through all the tiers in a second. I'm just trying to see if there's any other things that I'm missing down here. All right, cool. I'm going to stop that for a second. I'm going to refresh it, and then I'm going to go down to all your reward tiers because I love doing that. Here. Oh, you could get another backer.
Yay!
Nice.
Good
Very
stuff.
cool.
We're now only 200 away from the minimum funding level. And as soon as we get there, that's when the fun really begins, which is stretch goals, incentives. We always try to make sure we have things based on dollar amount and backer count because they both are important. So we want to make sure that we reward the number of backers that comes in. We want to make sure we reward the dollar amount. So that means, hey, if you're out there, you're like, dude, I just want to throw a buck at you or $2 at you, hey, that's just important because the backer count goes up.
Yeah. Any funding helps also because that way it just helps you guys get more socks and cool things and keep going, which is fantastic. Jay, if you love Bruce, let him go. If Bruce come back, he'll let you know. Listen, he'll swim back, or he'll, as you can see there, fumble clumsily and slide back into my arms. That's perfect.
Exactly.
Sheldon, note to self: get a coffee table. Yeah.
You know what? I got to say this really quick. And this is a shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. One of the things that we like the most about this show, because this is the second time we've been on it, is obviously you rock. Your chat is one of the most fun chats out there when we do a live stream.
100%.
So a shout out to every one of you guys that's in the chat. That makes a show like this just as fun because you guys entertain us as much as we hopefully are entertaining.
That's right. You get the hearts for the buttholes. That's what I call my chat.
That needs to be made on a t-shirt, I think.
It does need to be made. Listen, if you don't know, my other series is Fartist Feature. I ran with this thing because my number one most typo name of all time is Kpop. We ran with that. So, I know. Listen, I will never listen. I love the setting that's in here where you just go and talk to people and get to know them. But also, I don't like taking things too seriously because that's how you really get to know like creators and people on here. You're just gonna have a good time, just have fun. Yes, they're claiming we are the best, cannot be disputed. This is facts. Let me tell you. So we're gonna go over your reward tiers right now. Let me just get down to there we go. We're gonna keep it on Slothie right there. Which one am I at? No, there's so many. There we go. Boom. Keep you there. Ta! Oh, I did it. Look at that. If you just want to pledge something without pledging and getting a reward, you can do that. And from $1 to whatever, go for it. You can do that. Any support helps. And then your reward tier here, shenanigans. All the stuff so far for $100, $99 is your featured reward. You get socks, all 3 covers. It looks like a poker chip, and the blank cover as well.
Yep, we have a series of poker chips. We call them game tokens in this one, but we have a series of those that we've done. This is the 4th one that we've done so far. So this is the first time that the Bruce McToother chip is available, and so you get the Bruce McToother chip with this campaign.
Nice. I like that Bruce McTwofer chip. Here, and then you can see all the bonus stuff as well. Oh, cool. So there's bonus content, cover gallery, character profiles. You get the digital PDF as well, plus the physical stuff, and you get your name and your thank yous. Very cool. That's a lot of cool stuff. That's awesome. Plus, you get the don't mess with our crew socks. You guys come up with the best days for things. Like seriously, it's amazing. And this is interesting here. You get a 3-story sample PDF for $5. If you just want to back something just to test that out for, what does it say, about 20 to 24 pages, you can just go check that out for $5. That's awesome.
Yeah, so the reason we did that is because the standard PDF for this is $10. And we know there's a lot of people out there, especially creators that want to go and help out other creators that are like, man, $10 is a lot to drop on a PDF as a creator. So we said, look, we want to make sure you have the opportunity to still get something. So we did the sample size tier. Steph and I are just going to pick a couple of the stories and put them in there. So that way you can still actually get something, even though you don't get the whole thing. And then if you're like, you know what, I got the sample size I want to get the full PDF, let us know. We'll find a way to make that work for you.
Oh, very cool. No, I like that kind of thing. Yeah. I also saw down below, looked like you had like creator bundles as well. Probably stretch goals. But yeah, we'll get to that after we do your Royster, because I am such a huge fan of backing campaigns that have those, because it is such a great way to find other creators, other stories out there that you probably wouldn't have really given a chance for or really haven't noticed. But I love that you get those in campaigns. And I think that is really important, especially in indie comics. It's just a good, fun way to get, some stuff out there. I love that. Oh, look, you got like 5 people back in that one already. If you did want to just go get the digital for the full one, because that one up there was just the sample pages for $10 for 96 pages. That's actually pretty awesome because, man, I know how much shipping is, especially if you're trying to go overseas. Even the States is getting kind of insanely stupid right now. So, digital is kind of amazing. But for $10, that's awesome. And get you some of that. Let's see. Oh, cool. So you're getting all that in there. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to get a physical copy of cover A, which is your Daredevil cover. Let me see if I can find that one up here. That one right there. Right there. So that's your regular cover right there. Cover A. And that is $19, which is dope. And then if you come down here, you are shipping everywhere in the world. So let me just click this real quick. You are doing, where'd it go? $6 in the States and $22 elsewhere for like almost like 100 pages to ship that overseas for $22 is actually a pretty dope deal for shipping, because I've seen like one 20-page book go for like almost $40 sometimes for shipping, which is they clearly need to be doing pirate ships, simple shipping, because we got to a point that we stopped doing internationals because it got so high. But then they're like, dude, just do simple shipping through pirate ship, and that's what it was able to get the cost to where it becomes, I don't want to say reasonable, because $22 isn't reasonable to me. Like it's at least reasonable enough where someone overseas could still consider it. Yes, which I am a huge fan for people, and I tell people all the time if they come on here and they don't know what pirate ship is, just to go ahead and just call them, because you guys, it will up your game. Even if you're using it just to ship in the States, it'll help you tremendously. 100%. Yes, thank you, Sam. Thank you very much for dropping the link in there. Yeah, I do have it pinned up top, but I will be dropping as well. If you want to drop the Tatsumi link as well, Sam, you can go ahead and do that, because I was doing that earlier. But yeah, thank you for popping in here. That's amazing. But yeah, because we're on the campaign right now for Misfitz Clubhouse, which is amazing. So much fun. It's just a lot of fun. I love seeing this. And then if you want the Mario Kart homage cover right here, also $19, which is fabulous. And I'll show that off one more time. That is right here. Just the eyeballs, the space right here, just the tongue sticking out. You're like, ah. Let me tell you, trash talking on Mario Kart, some of the best things you could possibly do. It's the best of times.
If one of the things you can see there too that I have fun doing, I know that Steph kind of cracks up when I do this. I really love taking our logos and making them in the style of other things. So like finding the Mario Kart font and being like, how can I make the Mario Kart like Misfitz Clubhouse logo look like Mario Kart, or like on the last Heirs campaign, how can I take the Heirs of Isildur logo and make it look like Alice in Wonderland through the Looking Glass, Metalocalypse, how can I make the Heirs of Isildur logo look like Metalocalypse Death Clock? That's one of the things that we like to do, that I like to do, is so that way you can see us as if we were the other thing. So there's the Misfitz Clubhouse logo in Mario Kart format.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
That, for sure.
Yes. I love seeing that kind of stuff, because it really pulls you in too. Like you just kind of like see it and you're like, I know what that is. And then like it kind of just grabs you. And here's Don't Mess With Your Crew cover. So good. I love it. I love their attitude as well. They just they're down. It was fun. So yeah, those are all $19, and then you have $22 here for your sketch cover as well, which is quite awesome for a sketch cover for 96 pages. That's cool. Oh, I have a question. Is this a regular size format, or is this like magazine-ish?
It's regular comic size.
Okay, regular cover size. Cool. Listen, I don't like winning in Mario Kart. I like to stay mid or lower so that I can wreck everybody else before they get to the finish line. That's how you do it. That's how you play. It's not about winning. It's about making everybody else lose. That's how you play Mario Kart. That's how you play Mario Kart. That's what's fun. Okay, so your blank is actually limited to 50. So if you want to pick those up, go ahead. I don't know if that's actually your limited, how much you have left, because you might have it as an add-on tier as well. Let's see. And you have your cover and socks. I love that you have this as a bundle. Just don't mess with our crew socks bundle cover here. So you get the cover, plus you get the pair of socks for $39. Get it on that. These are so comfy, let me tell you. These are some comfy socks. Stay mid. That's right. Stay mid. Yeah. That's my advice.
Your freaking crowd rocks. I love it. I put it this way. I'm going to say this. I love your buttholes that are out there. They seem like very fun people. If that's what you call them and that's what your crowd is,
they know this.
I've just said this live on a broadcast.
On an all ages campaign, even that's the way.
All ages campaign. That's right. That's right.
All the parents out there watching right now.
Hey, I was just showing respect to the fans. That's all.
Listen, I could have called them something else, but I thought butthole was all age appropriate.
So there you go with the Emily Risa tier. So you get to see her Backyard Bandits cover, and then you can see her Heirs of Isildur.
There we go.
You can see the Heirs of Isildur, the Perilous Prospects for Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass cover that she did as well, and the metal cover version of that one. We actually are knocking out all the mirrors that are on there, so the metal's going to be able to reflect and shine through on those. Ooh. And we have that one is actually about to go to the printer, hopefully in the next week or so. So we are super stoked on that as well. And if you missed that campaign, you can either still go over to it and late pledge to it, or you can just add it on in this campaign, and we can find a way to make sure that like my late brother said, you never want to be in the sales prevention department. So everything Heirs of Isildur, I Am Qido, Tales from Nocturnia, those socks and some of their merchandise is all in the add-ons in this campaign, so that way you can get on those if any of those titles sound cool to you as well.
Perfect. I will go ahead and drop the late pledge one as well when we're done with this, so that they're all just kind of chilling on there. Yes, respectfully.
Always, of course.
Always. Yeah, so if you want those, $42 for all three of those covers. That was going to look very sick, and you said you're going to do like the mirror thing on it. Ooh,
yep.
Yeah.
That one's going to be, that's the Emily Risa tier Ultra has got the metal cover in there.
Let me see. Where'd that go? Yep. Oh, you're also keeping the same shipping for all three books?
Yeah.
Wow,
we'll be
dang.
close.
Well, that's awesome. If you want a collector's pack, let's see. Ooh, where's the collector's pack?
So what that is there's been officially 5 different releases for Misfitz Clubhouse. Now, granted, every story that's ever been done for Misfitz Clubhouse is in this book. So if you're like, if you're a reader and you're like, I want to be able to read it all you need is this book to be able to get all the stories. But if you're a collector and you want to say, hey, I've got one of each of the releases, then you want to get this because you've got the Ashcan that was released by Scout Comics, their Scoot imprint. You've got the Scout Comics #1 version. You've got our Kickstarted #1 version, and then you've also got Sharks, Dragons, the Little Red Wagons. That's the Bruce McTutherson cover. That was done by
Bruce McTuther cover.
McTuther cover which was done by Peter Ramundo, a guy who probably animated your childhood. He was a Disney animator during the golden age of Disney animation. Who did Lilo and Stitch and Emperor's New Groove and some of the other ones I forget now because I'm having a complete brain fart.
Nice.
But so it's probably going to be all those covers in there. It might be one might be different because there are some other covers in that they're out there as well that you'll see later on in the tiers.
Very nice. And yes, we got thinking buttholes is the best campaign tip you could have gleaned tonight. And yes, Genghis Turd, that's right. He likes to call me Turd. Yes. I also go by Turd Ferguson when I'm usually not on
Nice.
but I'm not on my streams. Yeah, if I turn my cam off, huh? There we go. He's a giant. It's right there. And James, this is lies. You beat me in group Mario Kart all of like 2 times. I know. Listen, shots called. Shots called. We'll have to play sometime again. I've been charging my Switch again. I know. So if you want the collector's packet, all of those covers there for $49 as well, which is actually pretty cool. I like to get the ash can and all that stuff in there, which is fun. Nice. That's cool. I love this. If you like the retailer packs, actually, I'm a massive fan of retailer packs myself because I like to back those because I like to do giveaways on the stream. So I encourage anybody that likes to do that kind of stuff to back these levels because you're getting them at a good deal. But you can also just, it's fun to just get stuff out there. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of retailer tiers myself. So yeah, if you want 5-pack of those for $60, go for it. And let's say you're going to get default to cover A, but if you want to mix and match, you can also do that. You can get any of the other covers except for the blanks because I have a feeling that's probably going to be in a different bundle tier as well. Very nice. But yes. But yeah, if it's the one you're talking about, the Mario Kart cover, James. Yes. Let's see. Go down here. What else did I miss? Did I miss something? No. Here, if you want all 4 covers, including the blank for $75, that's awesome. But yeah, I love the Rainbow Road. That one's fun. Yeah. That just says Misfits all over it when you think of that.
That's actually been one of our most well-received homage covers we do. We always like to do homage covers. We've had Game of Thrones, Metalocalypse, Stranger Things, Nightmare Before Christmas, and then Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass. And this one has seemed to be getting some of the best response.
Oh, no, I picked up the homage for the Nightmare on the last campaign when you guys were here. I love that. I love that. Very steampunk, which I adore. So very cool. I love that. Yep. So, 75, you get all those. Boom, chakalaka. Get in on that. And then down here, you just have a tier for just Bruce. Let's go.
You love Bruce. That's for you.
That is the one for me. And you can get the socks that I'm wearing right there. A little pin. Yep. He's got the little chips. Oh, and a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's one chip in there, even though we show a bunch of you get one chip and you get
it's front and back.
One chip, the Bruce McToother pin, the Bruce McToother shirt, all kinds of fun stuff.
McToother shirt. I love that. So $77. That's awesome. You get all that stuff in there. Get you some stuff. Dang, that's awesome. I really love that. Bruce, let's go, Bruce. He needs way more love for that. Oh, look at this. You want a 3-pack of socks, $79. But listen, these are some good quality socks, let me tell you. The images look fantastic. I love them. They're nice and comfy.
So that one, you get the original socks, which is the Meet the Misfits. You've got Meeky, Ferry, Slothie, and Stig on the green socks, the Bruce McToother socks, and then you have the Don't Mess With My Crew socks.
Oh, those are fantastic. Plus, you get one of the issues as well.
Yep.
Nice. So for $79, you're going to get you some 3 socks plus your 96-page book here. Oh, this is cool. And then you get the Ultra one. Oh, because you're going to get the same one as the one above, but just with the metal one. So for $95.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. The metal on that's going to look really good with the mirrors. Yeah. That's going to look fun. So for $95, you can get all that stuff in there. And these are 96 pages per issue, per book, I mean. Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. And you got a 10-pack retailer tier here for $110. And it says it's all going to default to cover A. Just reach out if you want to get those in there to any of the other covers. Boom, get you some of that. No, this is just so much fun. I love it. And then draw me in tiers. Yeah. Let's go. Let's talk about this. For $199, looks like you're getting a whole ton of stuff plus being drawn in here. So yeah, you want to go over this right here?
So basically the draw me in tier is the standard draw me in is going to have all the covers. It's going to have the merch that's there, and it's going to have the draw me in, so that way you have your chance to get your face in the issue, get a special call out in the thank you list for being somebody who was in the issue. It's just a cameo. There's other times where we get to have characters that have got some dialogue or doing things. But with this whole book being done and us actually creating a special 1-page story that's going to have these draw me ins in it. It's just going to be a slight cameo, but we always like to make sure that if you do pick that, we find a way to blow you up and make a big deal about the fact that you are drawn into the issue.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm also a huge fan of doing the drawn in tiers too, because I think they're just so much fun, especially if you have like a young kid that's like really getting into comics and stuff. Like you can draw the kid, have the kid drawn in there. Those are really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, how many times can somebody say they are in a comic? So, you know, we do draw me ins more often than not. And this time around, we didn't know if it was going to happen or not. But I'm really glad that we are putting it in there, because this series is a little more fun to draw people in, just because it is a little more cartoony version.
I like that. Yeah,
typically offer it. Yeah, so.
I hope all of them, but I have a feeling that there's not going to be enough space.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this. I will say this.
Little Easter eggs. We'll put them in as Easter.
I will say this. If everybody picked that tier to get drawn in, we would figure it out. We would figure it out. That would be a good problem to have. We would not have
that would be so much fun. That's fun. I love that. No, get on that, because you're actually getting a ton of stuff in here. Besides, you're getting all 4 covers. Mm-hmm. Plus, you're getting drawn in. You're getting the chip, and then you're also getting the sloth.
Yeah, it's not just draw me in. You get stuff with it too. So you
that's
get
awesome.
bragging rights to say, show your friends, your family members.
Yeah, because
comic, and then you get the stuff too. So it's a great.
Yeah, because if you go back and look at what that 1 tier cost alone, like that's like just not even that much money just get drawn in. Plus, you get all this awesome stuff in here. So that's amazing.
And Raheel does a great job too, our artist, of doing a fun. It obviously is going to be a little bit of a caricature. With this series, with our other series, sometimes our other artists, they nail it. Raheel does too, but he's going to make it fun and cartoony. And I know that appeals to me. If I'm going to get drawn into a comic, I want it to be fun and cartoony. I can look at myself anytime. I want it to be fun and cartoony, you know, see what that would be like if I was a character in a show like this.
That's good times. Hold on. Yep. So you got the drawn in here, but those are so much fun. And then you can like really, show people like, look, I'm in a comic. Look at this stuff. That's amazing. And then down here, complete cover. Wow, you get 18 covers. Holy moly.
So what that is that, so earlier we saw the collector's tier where you could get one of each of the 5 releases. So what this is between the 5 releases, 2 through distribution and then 2 through us, there was a grand total of 18 covers. You had 1 cover for the ash can. We had 4 covers on the first Kickstarted version. We had 3 covers on the second Kickstarted version. And then through distribution, there were 6 different covers. And there are some that were like super rare. There's one that was actually a secret cover that like you can find online every once in a while, but it never actually had an official release. So we have a Calvin and Hobbes homage that was done through distribution. And then there's a nighttime version of the Calvin and Hobbes homage that never was officially released. And we have a few of those in our inventory. So I think we only have like 10 total. So anytime you see these 18, like there's 10 of this tier available. But let's say that you picked a different tier or you added on one of those. If you pick it somewhere else, then there's only going to be 9 of this tier available, because we only have 10 of those nighttime Calvin and Hobbes homage to do anything with. So there's only going to be 10 in here, period.
Oh, nice. And I really like the old, like the VHS cover one as well. That's really cool looking.
Yeah, Scout they have a series of those VHS homage covers. So you see that. You can also see down there the Calvin and Hobbes homage cover that they did. You see the black and white Calvin and Hobbes homage. But yeah, this gets all the different covers in here that we've ever had for either release for any release that's been done. That's the completionist pack.
Very cool. So for $209, you're going to get a whole ton of material there. That's amazing. Plus, you're getting the blank as well. So that's awesome. That's really cool. And then you have one more time here, which is this one, the 235 plus new merch one as well. So
So that one is all the 18 covers, plus you get the socks and you get the chip as well. And one of the things that we want to make sure that people understand too is that once we get to that minimum funding level at 1942, there could be some items that get unlocked. So let's say that you get a tier and you're like, oh, this other item that's been unlocked. If it's something that says the merch so far, that's the merch at the beginning of the campaign. So even if you pick this and you're like, hey, I want to get everything, and we unveil something else, then you need to go and add that other thing on to get that thing as well.
Oh, nice. Okay. Very cool. I like that. So for $235, you're getting a conglomerate amount of materials, plus a blank, plus the socks, plus the chip, which is very cool. I love seeing all that stuff. And then down here, also you retailer pack for $249. So if you want 25 pack of books here, you can get in on that. Also, once again, if you do take this tier here, you can match them to mix and match any of the covers there. It's a good deal for 25 bucks. That's amazing. Let's see. Then this guy. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So if you want the last tier that we were just talking about with the merch plus all the 18 covers plus getting drawn in. So for $349, you can go ahead and do that as well. That's cool. Yeah, you got a lot of tiers in here, which are very, very neat. And there's something for everybody, which I really like as well.
Yeah, it looks like Steph had a connection. She said she's back in the backstage.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see you. There you are. Welcome back.
Bad. I don't know what happened.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It happens. Listen, I get kicked off my own show all the time.
Technology.
So one of the things we want to make sure that everybody knows too is we have an extensive, and we say extensive, we mean extensive list of things in our add-ons that would, if we put them into the tiers, would just make our tiers be completely ludicrous with the number of tiers that are out there. So if you're somebody that's like, hey, I like this and I want to get the PDF of Tales from Nocturnia, the complete legendary saga, or I missed an Heirs of Isildur issue, we've got the PDFs out there. We've got most of our graphic novels in there. We've got a lot of our different shirts in there. The other socks, we have packs that have got all the different poker chips that we've made for Tales from Nocturnia and Heirs. So there's a lot of other things that are in the add-ons. And if you know of something we have that you want, that you don't see anywhere, just message us and let us know, because just the other day we had somebody that wanted something that there was no solid way for them to get it through a tier, through an add-on, and we just made another tier for them. So just let us know. We'll make sure we,
yeah. I think you did that last time when I wanted socks and I couldn't get socks.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Because again, we're not going to turn down somebody that wants a specific thing. We'll just make a tier. That's the beauty of Kickstarters. You can just make a tier for whatever.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And so right here, you can see in the story, you've got the add-ons, and you can see some of the covers from Heirs of Isildur and I Am Qido.
There we go. Here, let's see if we can make this larger. There we go. Okay, do it more. Wait, anymore. I think it's gonna be blown out. But yeah, dude, the chromey one would look amazing in the foil. Holy moly! Yeah, I see a lot of the homage covers you have in too. This is the one I picked up here. The Nightmare Before Christmas one. Very cool. I love that cover.
And then you can see down a little bit lower, you can see like all the poker chips together that we have. The two different ones for Tales from Nocturnia, the Double Dragon, the 13 o'clock one for Heirs of Isildur, and then the Bruce McTuther chip.
Nice. And I love guitar picks. Those look awesome. They're glowy.
Yep. Glow in the dark guitar picks.
Yes.
We have our vinyl from our Heirs of Isildur versus Tales from Nocturnia album. You have two different versions of that vinyl. You got 5 songs for Heirs of Isildur on one side, 5 songs for Tales from Nocturnia on the other. Whichever version of the album you get, that's what you're going to get on that. And then you see a bunch of the different socks we have down there that are not Misfitz Clubhouse based. You've got 2 different versions of the Heirs Gears socks. You've got the Double Dragon socks for Tales from Nocturnia. You've got the 13 o'clock socks for Heirs of Isildur, and you've got the Dual Serpents socks for I Am Qido, and then a bunch of different shirts. The one up there that has the kind of skull in there, that's a glow in the dark shirt as well.
Oh, cool. Which would look very cool, because you can see there the glow in the dark pick that's right there. These are awesome. I love the Bruce shirt. It's fabulous. Good times there. Look at these characters.
That's us.
Yes, I love that you guys are drawn. That's good times. I love that. I like they put his cat on there.
Yeah, it's his kitty courage.
Aw, that's awesome. I love that. I love this part here where people go and they put their team down here. I love it. Oh, you got some good peeps working on this. Andrea. Nice.
I will say, with one of the fun things about this too is that my youngest daughter Cameron is actually coloring one of the stories. So Glitch in the Matrix was originally supposed to be released a while back, and we were converting things from the printed page to be able to work on Webtoon Canvas, which is a single panel vertical scroll. And because of hard drive failures and some other things that happened between us and the colorist, we completely lost the version of the pages that had the letters and the colors separated. So we decided to go back to an older version of just the inks, and we're like, hey, Cameron, do you want to color this version that we're doing for Webtoon? And, because she was kind of doodling around with some coloring programs and all that. So she started doing her version of Glitch in the Matrix, and it was coming out really good. And the stuff where we're like, dude, if Cameron's going to be coloring this, why don't we just put it in the book? Let it be her first story she's ever colored in a book. And so Cameron gets to have her debut of coloring actually in this book for the Glitch in the Matrix story.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that. Way to go. That's so cool. And we got a super chat. Thank you very much, Pops, for doing a super chat. Thank you. Way to go. And he says, oh, good show as always. Thanks, Pops. Thank you. But this is so adorable. I love this. Here, let me refresh this to see if we got anything else happening over here. But no, you guys are fantastic. You're so super close to funding. You're just now $200 away. So yeah, go check that out. And I will drop the link again as well. It is pinned at the top. This is so cool. I do have a feeling you're gonna get funded by the end of the day. It's gonna be super over the funding. So let's get you even more. Yes,
hey, that would be fine with me. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Definitely. All right, here. Let me drop the link one more time. This is from Misfitz. This is the one that we're going over now. And then you also have your pre-launch link that is here for Tatsumi. So I'm gonna drop that here too, so that way you guys can go.
And one of the things too, you scrolled past it earlier. You had the foil stickers for Captain Bluebeard for the first 40 physical backers. So I actually have them sitting right here. So
hold on, let me make you the big real quick. Where are you? Ooh. There you go. Ooh.
So there's the foil sticker of Captain Bluebeard. So it says for the first 40 physical backers, and I can tell you with 51 backers, there still are a few of the physical backers out there. So even though it's an early bird thing, we try not to make our early birds be time-based. We try to make it be backer-based. So if you're somebody that wants to get one of those foil stickers and you back here soon, you'll get one of those holographic Captain Bluebeard stickers.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, snap. Ripped half my nail off. That's awesome. No, I love the sticker that you got going on there. It's very cool. And what's up, Blue? Thank you very much for joining us. So you guys are watching the rewind. Cool for it. But yeah, this is very much a fun thing. So you got like 10 different stories here. And then it's just fun. It's just, I don't even know how else to say it. It's just fun, cartoony adorableness. And you just look here, you got Slothzilla getting on here, which is hilarious. I love it. But yeah, you have all kinds of stuff available. You got socks, you got shirts, you got all kinds of covers on here. Let me go through the stuff one more time. Where to go? You got the Bruce package here. You got a lot of the covers here for your collector's pack. Here's all three of the one artist here. Is her name Emily?
Emily Reese. Yep.
And here's more of the interior pages, which is just fun, popping color, just adorableness. I love it. But here's Bruce. I love Bruce. Good time for Bruce.
Steph, you want to tell them where Bruce came from?
Please.
So Bruce is actually and the funny thing is that both with Bruce and Morty McFeathers originated from stuff that's happened in my life. But Bruce is honestly, like, it was years and years ago when my kids were much smaller. We were at the mall and went to Build-A-Bear, and it was during Shark Week, which is like the best week of the year. But and they had sharks, like stuffed sharks that you could do, and so we made one because my kids know that I love sharks, and we named him Bruce McTootherson because everything I name everything. When I say I name everything, I mean like all the names on my computer changed, like the recycle bin, like everything has a name.
Her keyboard, the keyboard on her computer is named Mr. Buttons.
Mr. Buttons. Yeah. I had a lemon tree named Mr. Lemons. It's something that I do. So anyway, so Bruce McTootherson is because my favorite movie is Jaws. And for those that don't know, the shark in Jaws, not like in the actual movie, but during production, they named him Bruce. Steven Spielberg named the shark Bruce because that was the name of his lawyer. And so he said, oh, lawyer, shark. And then McTootherson, because we just thought it was funny. And that he was like a little mascot. Matt and I would be on video chat working away, and Bruce would be there in the background. He just sort of made his way into the story organically.
Oh, that's so, I love it. Listen, I love me some Bruce. He's adorable. I fell in love with him one moment I saw these socks, and I was like, I need to know more about Bruce. I'm so glad he told me that.
He's not a graceful shark. We will definitely say that. He's a little.
Listen, I like him even more now because of that.
As a fellow clumsy person, I absolutely love it.
Hey, Listen. Yeah, no. Well, Bruce and I would get along so well. Let me tell you. Let me click on this real quick. But yeah, no, this is quite. What is happening? There's so many tab thingies. They always get not messed up. But yeah, if you just want to add, you got tons of cool add-ons in here, which are fun. Lots of things in here that you could add on. Just go check all that out. Go check the campaign out. And what I want to do real quick, though, is I want to go to your upcoming campaign. Show that off real quick. Sure. So let me stop that. Let me go show this off. There we go. Allow that page here. So this is just a pre-launch link here. I have dropped the link down below. It is in the description as well. So this is for Tatsumi. And yes, when are you going to be launching Tatsumi?
So Tatsumi, the Serpent Mistress, should be launching at the end of May. This is definitely going to be a mini series. This is not just going to be a one-shot comic. One of the things that Steph and I decided a little while ago was we wanted to actually, this is going to sound weird because this is like, okay, that's what everybody does, but most of what we do has been 44 to 56 page perfect bounce. Everything's got a spine on it. We're like, we need to have a series that is going to actually just be a normal comic series. And so for Tatsumi, we're like, the issues have to be like 32 pages or less. That's what it has to be. So it's been a good lesson for us to make sure that each issue has got some action, has got some set piece scenes in it, but also helps to further along the overall story that we wish to tell. So Tatsumi is the last remaining daughter of a fallen empire, and I Am Qido. That is our Far East horror fantasy series. Everyone in the Yamaran Empire gets basically destroyed because of this rogue kind of vampire, kind of zombie-like group, the Dark Conquestors and their Soul Rippers. And Tatsumi somehow survives this massacre. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Big time spoiler.
Well, it is, but you kind of have to know, because obviously if she's got her own series, obviously somehow Tatsumi survives. But we wanted to be able to tell her story. We've always planned on being able to tell her story. And the great thing about this is that where her story goes is absolutely and completely not where you'd expect it to go. She ends up, without saying too much, she ends up finding herself now as a part of a rogue pirate ship. And we get to have fun unveiling these characters and understanding the relationship between her and these characters. And one of the most important things is the name Tatsumi the Serpent Mistress is not just us taking two random words and throwing them together and being like, oh, this sounds cool. There's actually a legitimate, complete reason for her to be called Tatsumi the Serpent Mistress. And it will be explained in issue 1 as to why that name is that name. And you'll get to see that there's a lot more to it than, not the Transformers meets the eye, but there's a lot more to it than just random words.
Oh, no, I'm very much excited. Looking forward to this campaign because I very much love these kind of stories as well. And I'm huge, into Asian lore. So I can't wait. But no, this looks really good. I can't wait for this one. So I have the link right here. It's also down below. So go click on that if you guys can go and sign up for the pre-launch link because you guys will be back in May. I was talking to Matt about that earlier. So yes, come back for that.
Yeah. And one of the good things about that we talked about before we went on is that Kickstarter does allow a lot more on the pre-launch pages now than they used to. Mm-hmm. So one of the things we're going to be doing before Tatsumi launches is on that pre-launch page, we're going to start unveiling some of the characters that you're going to meet in Tatsumi the Serpent Mistress. So you definitely want to go follow that, and you definitely want to make sure that you have that handy, because as time goes on, you're going to start learning more about who these characters are and what they are before we even launch the campaign.
Very cool. I can't wait for see more updates on that because I'm very excited for it. And Sheldon is saying, good show, lots of energy on the whole, and he's wiped out.
That's right. That's how it goes with us.
It's always fun having you guys on here. I love it. I have all your links down below, but what I'm going to do, though, real quick is I'm going to drop your link tree because that one you can just go find every single one of your links on here. That way, just go click that. You'll go everywhere for that.
Yeah, the link tree has got our website, has got our Substack. As Steph said at the beginning of the show, she does a lot of articles for places like Creepy Kingdom, Horror Buzz, Horror Geek Life, and for Fangoria. And she is right now closing in on 100 bylines for those different places. We have a tab on there that's got all of the stories she's ever written that they could be a movie review. She actually got to review Terrifier 2 before it even came close to being released. She's done a lot of geek and horror culture articles as well. There is a link to our music videos. There are 7 different videos for songs that we've released. And if you're somebody that's into metal, and especially European style melodic and extreme metal, that is where our music tends to fit. So the theme song for Misfitz Clubhouse is definitely a left turn from what our normal musical fare is, but that's what it needed to be for Misfitz Clubhouse. Like you couldn't really see extreme metal for Misfitz Clubhouse, but you definitely have got extreme metal for Heirs of Isildur and Tales from Nocturnia and I Am Qido for sure.
Definitely. I don't know. I think you might be able to find like a children's kind of ish version of like a metal somewhere in there and put that into one of those stories, because that would be fantastic. That'd be great.
We might have to go back to
the band. Come on.
We might have to go back to that. I don't know if you've seen that one video from Japan where they're like, this drummer clearly has the wrong, is in the wrong job, and it's the one that's dressed up as the mascot, and the drummer's just losing their mind playing blast beats.
Bananas.
That's probably something we need to do. We need to.
I think it might be. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do that now. That's right. But no, thanks to everybody that has joined us. Anybody that's back, that's amazing. If you did that, super huge thanks to you guys. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Matt and Steph for joining me again. It's always so much fun hanging with you guys.
Thank you.
Before we get out of here, do you have any other appearances or cons you want to talk about?
You want to talk about that stuff?
We have coming up April. It's beginning
first, 4th, 5th.
There you go. First weekend of April. We're going to be at Spookala in Tampa, Florida. That's one of our big cons. It happens twice a year, and Matt is the panel host and MC. So he is on the stage, hyping everybody up and interviewing all the major, cool, amazing celebrities. And
one of the big ones, we got David Desmalchian doing a movie and comic one.
Yep.
And we have all 4 of the main actors from Daredevil, the Daredevil series, all 4 of them together
right now. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's going to be a big show, but it's a horror-centric con, but it is delving more into pop culture. So even if horror isn't your thing and you're in the area, or even not in the area, you're still going to find stuff that you love there. And so it's a blast. We always have fun with that. That is our next one. I'll be traveling all the way across the country to Florida to go to that and help Matt out. And the perk is I get to meet any celebrity that I want.
And one of the cool things about this show is that they have it set up. The stage is set up like a concert venue, so all the vendors can see the main stage. And in the middle of the day on Saturday, Tyler Posey and Corey Taylor from Slipknot are doing acoustic sets right there on the main stage.
Yeah, it's an amazing show. If you're in the area, go check it out because it's incredible.
Oh, that sounds fabulous, because it's actually the same weekend that I go to Astronomicon, which is my favorite horror / pop culture convention up here. Yeah. I don't know if I can make it this year, but I hopefully can make it just a Saturday would be fantastic. But I love those kind of events. They're like my favorite. I just don't, there's something about the vibe of those that just,
and
I love it. Yeah.
The most amazing community. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I love it so much. I look forward to it every year.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. That's amazing. I hope you guys have so much fun with that. I'm going to wish you super luck on this campaign, because I have a feeling you're going to be back in no time. You'll be fun in no time.
And we appreciate you having us on. And again, for a title like this, for all you guys that are out there listening and watching, anything you can do to support a campaign like this is going to be huge, because historically these are difficult types of titles to fund on Kickstarter. It's just, if you go look at the demographics, if you go look at the top selling campaigns, this hits everything that is not in the top selling demographics. That doesn't mean that it's not what we think is a great book and a worthy book. We think it's a super fun book. We think it is something that you are going to enjoy having in your collection if you decide to go up there and back it. You're not going to be disappointed by the fun and the insanity that's there and the collectability of the things that are there. So if you can go to tinyurl.com/mclubhouse or follow the link, the Kpop Junkie threw up there. We are going to be super freaking stoked. And even Ethel back there wearing the bunny ears is going to be unbelievably thankful.
She's always so ready
stoked.
For a party.
She's ready. She's ready. No, I wish you luck on this campaign. Yes, and if everybody just sees this, I know it's hard times when people can't back every campaign. I wish I could back every single campaign. Dude, I've done 200 of these. I can't back this. Is insane. But go share it around because it is something fun for everybody. And I think that a lot of kids would really enjoy this. So yeah, just go share it, go have fun. Because I think too, like it has just like nostalgic feels too. So like those 80s, 90s cartoons, and even people like myself that love this kind of stuff, but they like a break out of like their usual reads just to have fun to read something. And I think this is kind of like the perfect kind of thing. So
and I think one of the things that people don't realize too is that if you go back a campaign for $1, there are people that will follow you, that do follow you on Kickstarter. And if you back it for $1 and you can't do anything else, those people are all going to get an alert that says, Kpop Junkie just backed Misfitz Clubhouse. It doesn't say how much she backed it for. Yes. And we've had backers that have come to campaigns just because they saw an alert and said, oh, well, if Steph Cannon just backed this thing, or if Insymmetry Creations just backed it, I need to go take a look at this thing too. I know that may sound like we're making stuff up, but it's the absolute truth. So if you're like, yeah, I can throw a buck at that campaign, or I can throw $5 to get the sample size me, that can help in ways that you don't even realize, because it helps the octopus arms kind of reach out and get to fans that we would have no previous access to.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know I get alerts all the time because I follow a bunch of my favorite creators, and that's kind of one thing that I love too is how the creators back each other's campaigns. They're so super into, like, you see a whole bunch of them. They're already in chat here, but I love seeing when people back stuff and then you either start working on stuff with each other, or it's just fun to see each other really support each other like that. And I absolutely love that. So it's something that you see in the indie sphere a lot, and especially with campaigns kind of things. So that's really cool, and I enjoy that. But yeah, that's exciting. And I'm getting hungry. I don't know about you guys.
It's that time.
So I'm gonna go. It's that time. But we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for everybody that's coming in here. Thanks for everybody that's gonna be watching on the rewinds. We're gonna get out of here. Definitely go hit them up at that con if you guys are gonna be over in the Florida area. You guys gotta do that because that sounds super fun. But we're gonna get out of here. And you guys know how this works. I don't have an outro. That's right. We are gonna spaz dance. Oh, I'm out of here. That's right. Get it, Ethel.